My name is Will, and welcome to another review here on Alpha Omega Wolf Productions. It is Pokemon month. We've been wanting to do this for a little while, and we finally got around to doing it. And so we decided to start off this month is to review a movie that I think is exclusive to Netflix. I think it was released in theaters, like very select theaters. We're going to be reviewing Pokemon the movie I Choose You. And this has a little bit of a fan base, not gonna lie, but we'll get
Yeah,
into that in a little bit. So, Jessup, what do you overall think of this?
it's basically just trying to retell various episodes of the original show, but there's no Brock or Misty. They replaced them with Sorrel and Verity. Is that her name?
Yes, Verity.
Okay. Who apparently don't come back, so that's weird. There were some shocking moments with Sorrel's backstory. Like that
Yes,
shocked me.
we won't give it away, but it's like a holy cow moment.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just. Should we give it a little hint?
No, we probably shouldn't.
Okay.
But even it took me by surprise when I first saw this movie.
Yeah, that they'd actually go there, go that dark.
Let's see. Well,
So props there, but
no, we give them props, but it's really not that much.
yeah. I think the problem is that I don't think this is a very unpopular opinion, but I don't think the anime's aged very well. I mean, it was fine back in the '90s, but and they're trying to update it. Like we see characters using iPhones and stuff, but you got Team Rocket there just pretending to read newspapers. Like, use a timestamp. Are we in the '90s? Are we in modern day?
Yeah.
Which it kind of took me out of the movie for a bit.
Speaking of Team Rocket, I feel like that's another issue with this movie. They're hardly in this movie.
Yeah. They don't even interact with Ash once.
Yeah, you probably see them like a total of 4 times in this whole movie.
And each time it's like for a minute.
And
And so
there's even a
we gotta give the big one away because that was my jaw dropped.
there's even a villain, I guess you could say, in this movie, and he's pretty weak. At least
Yeah,
in my opinion, he
it's
is.
basically Mewtwo Light.
No. I'm talking about Cross.
Oh yeah, Cross. He's pretty much that trainer from the show who abandoned Charmander.
Except you probably remember that guy from the show more than Cross.
Yeah, Cross is way too generic.
But
He has a Lycan Rock in this, and he does get a little bit of a redemption arc when he reminds Lycan Rock that when they first met, he bit Cross. That's kind of redeeming, but it's not enough.
No.
I don't think the guy in the show even redeemed himself.
They try to shove so much into this movie. It's like it's almost completely out of balance, and it loses focus most of the time.
And yeah, it's fine for the nostalgia trip, I guess.
But other than that, this is just, like you said, this is just a rehash of the show, and it even throws some elements from the video games as well.
Yeah, they were setting up Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres for a sequel, which I would have rather seen than Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, because those three are part of the original 150.
Yep, and they
I'm not a purist or anything. I love
Entei,
Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. It's just comparing them to the original birds, I prefer the birds better.
Oh, well, 100%. And I like Entei, those other three as well.
Yeah.
But this
The
is just
big thing that my jaw dropped to the floor
yeah,
about what happened to Pikachu.
yeah.
That was jaw. Pikachu spoke. I'm sorry I had to spoil it, but Pikachu actually spoke English to Ash at one moment.
No, it's pretty out there.
And I
But
was like, why could it be Ryan Reynolds?
yeah, we had to reference Detective Pikachu at least once while watching this movie.
There are several, I think.
No, but yeah, like I said before, this movie has a little bit of a fan base, and like what Jessup said, people will probably like it just for the nostalgia of like the show. But other than that, I think this movie's pretty generic.
And don't get me wrong, I love Detective Pikachu. I thought it was a very fun movie.
It,
Not
it was,
favorite, but still, it was pretty good.
but
First
yeah,
actual video game movie.
I feel like in terms of like all the other Pokemon movies that came before this, I feel like this one played it a little too safe, wouldn't you say?
Except for Sorrel's scene.
Except for for Sorel's backstory.
which kind of makes a little bit of a whiplash.
100%.
Yeah.
So is there anything else we should add, or do you want?
What's next week?
Next up is Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution,
The 3D one.
the 3D one. So let's see if there's gonna be any difference from that movie compared to the original. I might have to rewatch the original at some point.
I don't know if I'm going to be at the time, but yeah.
All right, so that just about does it for this review. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content. So until next time, see you later, posse.